Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Kulreet Chaudhary, integrative neurologist, and I'm back to answer more of your questions. So today our question is, can Triphala be used every day? Triphala is an extremely safe herb. I almost hesitate to even call it an herb because it's really made out of 3 berries. So it's one of these herbs that's essentially food grade. So it's very, very close to just simply being called a food. But of course, we use it therapeutically, so we call it an herb. So Triphala is very safe to use, and yes, you can use it every day. But the question is, should you be using it every day? In Ayurveda, even when we recommend supplements that are safe to use every day, we only suggest using them as often as is needed. So let's look at when would Triphala be needed every day and when can you use it just a few times a week. If you are actively in a gut repair program, either for digestive issues or psychological issues or neurological issues, those are all conditions in which the gut is involved. So if you are actively engaged in a gut repair program, then I would recommend using Triphala every single day for about 6 months to a year. It typically takes about 6 months to a year to repair the gut enough to where you no longer need Triphala on a daily basis. Once you reach that point, then you can use Triphala 2 to 3 times a week, and that should be sufficient for maintenance dose. Now, the way I use my Triphala is predominantly on the weekends, because the weekends is when we do more as a family and I let my son choose where we eat and what we eat. And so I need a little more support on the weekends versus the week when my diet is pretty regular and fits the typical Ayurvedic diet. Another time where I will increase my Triphala use, though, is when I'm traveling or if I'm on vacation and I have less control of my diet. In those situations, I'll use Triphala again on a daily basis. But then once I come back home, I go back to my 2 to 3 times a week usage. I hope that answers your question, and I look forward to hearing more questions from you guys. I'm Dr. Kulreet Chaudhary, wishing you health and happiness.